So we're outside the migrant camp, and just one of the journalists has found this on the floor. This is my Arabic's a bit rusty at the moment, but it's basically a crib sheet on how to cross the English Channel safely. If you're people from a different country and want to make this perilous journey across Europe and then to the UK, this has got all the advice that you need. They let the migrants camp here, and straight away they ask for our ID again. It makes you wonder, don't it? We're paying them all this money and they treat us like illegal invaders.
French police have just blocked us, including former UK MP Lee Anderson, entering a huge migrant camp where there were dozens of police vehicles when we arrived. It's clear that this camp is bigger than ever before. There are hundreds upon hundreds of tents with migrants literally sleeping by a major road outside of Dunkirk. The police immediately took our identification and refused to let us get any closer. And when they were challenged about whether they were doing that for the illegal migrants there, they were bizarrely quiet. They didn't want to answer any questions about why there were hundreds upon hundreds, if not thousands, of illegal migrants there. It's going to be another chapter in this ongoing scandal, the lack of French action. And that's been brought sharply into focus after 173 people were rescued from the Channel on Tuesday. It's the biggest ever mega dinghy discovered in this crisis, and it's clear that the people smugglers are showing no sign of slowing down. In fact, with the level of demand here, you can see why, because there are thousands of people waiting to cross the Channel, and it's terrifying because they are going to risk their lives. There are instruction sets near the camp which are available in multiple different languages, and they detail how migrants need to be aware of the temperature, of the waves, even of the tides, and there are rescue numbers attached to it. So it's leading to accusations that they're almost being helped to cross the Channel, and that's likely to provoke so much fury when more details about this emerge later today. Lee, what have you got there?
So we're outside the migrant camp, and just one of the journalists has found this on the floor. This is my Arabic's a bit rusty at the moment, but it's basically a crib sheet on how to cross the English Channel safely, and I'm pretty sure this is the sort of stuff that the NGOs are handing around in the camps there. So things like don't go when it's windy. Look, it's got a tide check. Don't attempt to swim in the Channel. All sorts of advice on this sheet, and again, I keep banging on about it, about this trade in people's lives. It's well organised. I think the police are complicit in this as well. The NGOs, for me, are probably the biggest part of the problem. They're literally encouraging these people to set up camp. They're feeding them water, giving them nothing wrong with feeding people and giving them water, obviously. That's the humane and kind thing to do, but they're giving them hope that they can come to a better life in the UK. And that, unfortunately, is costing lots of lives in the Channel. The trade will continue, and we will continue to get migrants into our country that we don't want there, people who commit all sorts of horrible crimes.
And if I'm not mistaken, there's rescue numbers on that as well.
Yeah, it is. It's the full sheet. This is if you're people from a different country and want to make this perilous journey across Europe and then to the UK, this has got all the advice that you need.
And I think so many people will be shocked about how hostile the police have been to us, but yet they know that there's people effectively, as you say, facilitating illegal immigration.
I mean, the camp will be full of criminals there, but we're the people who entered this country legally a few days ago. It's us that's been treated like criminals.
Because it's a road they're on.
Jimmy, let's not take you away. Get on that side. That side now. Where are we going, Lee? Where we're going? We're going back to yesterday's migrant camp. We just drove by and we've seen quite a bit of activity. So less than 24 hours after I was here, the police have turned up with loads of vans and buses, and it looks like they're moving the migrants on. Carrying mattresses, they're carrying tents, all the personal belongings. Someone's got a shopping trolley over there. So it looks like the police are actually doing the job. But where they're going to go to? They'll probably just set up another camp further down the road. So I don't know. It happened last time I came, actually, 3.5 years ago. The night before we got there, the police went in to a camp and trashed everything, and they all scattered. But they just, like I say, they just set up camp somewhere else. So it'll be interesting. Looks like the police are coming over already. Look, we've got one there. We can see him. Not want me gas mask.
Maintenant, on va donc tout le monde a été contrôlé.
Ça, il n'y a pas de photo.
Okay.
Non, ça c'est pas bon. Your identity card, driving license.
What if I'm an illegal migrant? Can I just go and camp in there?
Ah ouais, non, j'ai compris. Ça sert à rien. On fait notre travail pour tout le monde, d'accord? Voilà, donc maintenant tout le monde va se... Là, et vous allez remonter de là où vous êtes venu. Vous n'êtes plus autorisé à redescendre à cet endroit. D'accord? Ni sur le périmètre, donc tout ce qui est au nord de la D601. Parce que c'est bien tout pour tout le monde. Pour leur expliquer devant tout le monde.
Just explain what's happened there, please.
Yeah, we drove by and saw police in huge numbers at this camp that we visited yesterday. We thought we'd just take a little look, and it looks like they're moving them on to somewhere else. I don't believe for 1 minute that they're going to put them into 4-star hotels. They'll be just probably further down the road and set up another camp, but we'll see.
Were you surprised about how confrontational they were with us, and
Oh,
yet they seem to let hundreds of migrants camp there for as long as they like?
Well, exactly. I mean, they let the migrants camp here, and straight away they asked for our ID again. I'm pretty sure that they're not asking to see the ID of the illegal migrants that's camped down there. So it makes you wonder, don't it? We're paying them all this money, and they treat us like illegal invaders. Yet they let these camp here.